Is it a good time to invest in Bitcoin today, November 30th, 2025, with the price hovering around $91,000? The honest answer is, it depends on your profile, but there has never been a macro context as favorable in the long term as the current one. Let's start with what we see today. Bitcoin just closed its second worst month of the year, minus 17%, something that has historically been a sign of weak hand capitulation and strong hand entry. Every time November has been red since 2013, the following year has delivered average returns of plus 260%. Coincidence or not, the pattern repeats itself. In 2025, we already experienced the fourth halving, April 2024, and the daily new supply was reduced to only 450 BTC. At the same time, institutional demand continues to grow. Spot Bitcoin ETFs in the US accumulate more than 1.1 million BTC and continue to buy an average of 5,000 to 8,000 BTC daily, 10 times more than what is mined. BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK already control more Bitcoin than MicroStrategy.by 2026. The most followed analysts agree on three major catalysts. The Trump administration, which takes office in January, has already promised to make the US the end quote, crypto capital of the planet end quote, and create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Even if it's only 100,000 to 200,000 BTC purchased with federal funds, the psychological and price impact would be brutal. Interest rates will continue to fall. The Fed is already projecting another 75 to 100 BPS of cut in 2026. Historically, Bitcoin multiplies between 4x and 10x in cheap money cycles. Corporate and sovereign adoption. El Salvador already has unrealized gains of more than 300% on its position. Other countries in Latin America and Africa are considering following the same path to protect themselves from inflation and devaluation. The most repeated target prices for the end of 2026 among serious institutions are Standard Chartered, $200,000. Bernstein, $200,000 to $250,000. Van Eck, $180,000 to $350,000. Base scenario $250,000. Fidelity, Jury and Timmer cycle peak at $1 million. Extreme bullish scenario. Bloomberg, Mike McGlone conservative side, only $150,000. Even the most well-known bears have raised their estimates. Peter Schiff, eternal critic, now says that in quote, it can reach 150,000 before it collapses and quote. Even Bitcoin haters acknowledge the rise. Clear risks exist: a deep global recession, harsh surprise regulation, or a black swan event could send the price to $50,000 to $60,000 temporarily. But even then, the current supply/demand structure makes a rapid and violent upward recovery very likely. In short, today you buy Bitcoin at a discount to the all-time high of $109,000 in January 2025, just after a monthly capitulation, with the strongest institutional and political tailwind in history, and when the next halving is already priced in but the real reduction in daily supply has barely taken 18 months. If your horizon is 2026 or beyond, the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of this being one of the best entry windows of the cycle. If you're only looking to trade weeks or months, volatility will still be wild and anything can happen. In the end, Bitcoin doesn't ask for permission. It only rewards those who understand that absolute scarcity plus increasing adoption equals winning mathematical equation in the long run. You decide whether to get on the train now or wait to see it at $200,000 and then say, end quote, I wish I had bought in $90K, end quote.